Welcome everyone to this exciting interview segment. Today we have the pleasure of sitting down with Ty Trumbo, star of the Lifetime movie My Amish Double Life, and the Elements movie Little Desire. Join us as we delve into Ty's insights into his characters and the challenges of filming these movies. Thank you for being here with us, Ty.
Thanks for having me. It's been fun.
It's a pleasure. So, for beginning, can you tell us a little bit about your character in My Amish Double Life?
Sure. So I play Heath. He's very much a Prince Charming character. A good guy who is in the English world, and who is, looking to find love after, being heartbroken once before. And there's some twists along the way. So, there's some complexity to him. I don't want to give anything away, but definitely check it out.
Oh, great. And what initially attracted you to your role in this movie?
I think it was playing the good guy. You
Yeah,
know, I I've done a few Lifetime movies now where I play the stalker, the killer, or the perfect guy who turns out to be the bad guy. So to go out and play Prince Charming, I think um, I thought would be fun and interesting, So that's what initially, brought me to the character. Yeah, what I gravitated
great.
towards.
Yeah. And what do you think makes this movie so special and captivating for the audience?
It's simple, I think for this movie in particular, the environment, it's taking place in the Amish world, and which is obviously very specific and has been unchanged for a long time. And so I think our director and production design did a great job of making the world seem real. We shot in sort of the middle of nowhere in Georgia, in the
Yeah,
southeastern United States. And I think what viewers will find interesting is just kind of a glimpse into another life, an antiquated life, and then the clash of cultures, you know,
yeah,
because the Amish world's very much stuck in the past, right? And then, uh, you know, just when that lifestyle clashes with modernity, it's interesting, and that's where a lot of the drama happens.
yes. And what was it like working with the rest of the casting crew on this set?
It's great. You shoot these movies very quickly, as I'm sure many of the
Yes.
other actors interviewed talked about. We shot this in 2 weeks, maybe 10 or 11 shooting days, maybe 12. And so you feel like you get to know the cast right when it's over. It feels
Yeah.
like you uh, like a nice rhythm with them, and then you're wrapped. But part of the fun is to just go in and to to shoot these scenes and to shoot a lot of scenes in a day. It's kind of an adrenaline rush. It's fun, but it was a good group of people to work with, very collaborative. The other actors were great, and it was fun, rehearsing before them, before takes. And particularly when you're out in the middle of nowhere filming and you're waiting for each setup, uh, it's good to be working with good people.
Great. Yeah. And what can you tease about your character journey in this movie?
Wow. Well, let's see. I can tell you that there's more to him than meets the eye. I can say that, which it doesn't give me much of anything, I know. But I think in terms of just the plot, it 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 maneuvers in a way that isn't, the typical. It's not, so formulaic as a lot of other films. I think genuinely when you watch it, there's gonna be a lot of surprises along the way that, are unexpected. Um, and for my character, uh, it's it's fun going on that journey for sure.
Yeah. And the last question about this movie. What was your favorite scene or moment while filming it?
Wow. So it was actually the meet cute scene, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, which was fun between my character and Lexi's at the bar. It was such a great introduction to my character because I kind of swoop in and save the day and help her in a time of need. So that was a lot of fun. The film we shot all that entire sequence all in a day, right before hurricane was coming through Georgia. So we wrapped very quickly. Yeah, yes, that interrupted the schedule. We had a lot of exterior shots that we were filming the next couple days, and then a hurricane was forecast to just go right up the state. So we were monitoring that as we were shooting all these bar scenes, which is where the meet cute scene took place. But we have a fun dance scene where I'm teaching her how to dance.
Mhm.
Uh, Obviously the Amish, that's forbidden. So it's kind of a witness Harrison Ford-esque type scene. So that was fun, because she's so innocent, and my character's more worldly, but a good guy. Like I said, somewhat of a Prince Charming. That was a lot of fun. Anytime you can like do something physical, it's kind of a joy on set.
That's great. So, change of a movie, talking about Little Desire.
Yes.
Can you tell us a little bit about your character in this movie and about the storyline?
Yeah, so Lethal Desire came out last Friday on Valentine's Day,
Yeah.
and my wife actually had a movie that came out that same day. So we were joking that we were spending Valentine's Day watching each other make out with other people. So that's how we
Yeah.
spent our Valentine. Um, but Lethal Desire, uh, the the character's young husband, who's trying to make a better life for himself and his wife. They're in a rut, and things aren't going well with the marriage, even though it's early. And so we moved to a different town, and my wife is wanting to spice things up, and she suggests that we start swinging. And as you can imagine, things go wrong. So uh, then the movie really begins. But that was also a fun character too. There's a great twist at the end. It was a lot of fun. It was a great group of people, and we shot that in Kentucky in the middle of nowhere, which was
Oh,
a blast. Yeah, yeah. And I had worked with that director before, David Beniello, on another Lifetime movie, and yeah, it was a lot of fun. And I think a lot of fans of the Lifetime genre have really liked it, have really responded to it, which is
that's
testament
great.
to it. Makes me happy, because I love that people love these movies.
Yeah, a lot. And what do you think makes this movie so special and captivating for the audience? Little Desire.
Yeah, so like I said, for My Amish Double Life, a lot of that was the environment, but for Lethal Desire, it's the pacing. You know, sometimes in these movies, the pacing can kind of stall a bit, but once it gets going, and very early on, it just feels like it's building, building, building the entire movie, and you're just on along for the ride. Uh, and there's some twists that are genuinely surprising too. The challenge of these types of movies is the audience is expecting things to, they're mysteries, expecting things to surprise you. So it's hard to, I think, genuinely surprise the audience. So the fact that I think we pulled that off is something that people will enjoy.
Great. So, the last question. Can you tease something about your next projects?
Wow. So, after my Amish double life, uh, I have lots of auditions. I have a lot of auditions I've been filming, putting on tape the last couple months. You're always constantly auditioning. So I have nothing, um, you know, on the horizon. These movies came out, just happened to come out, a week apart. But
Yeah,
I will tease, because I gotta give a shout out to my wife, who's also an actor. I will tease a movie that she has coming out
yeah,
in theater on April 11th. It'll be a theatrical release. It's a film called Marshmallow, which is a horror film that was shot in Kentucky, and I haven't seen any of the footage, but it's also it's not a horror, it's not a gory type bloody horror movie. It's more of a mystery suspense. So I think a lot of fans of the Lifetime genre will also like this as well. But check that out.
Yeah. So we caught up with that and with your upcoming movie, My Amish Double Life, on Lifetime Channel this Saturday night. And thank you, Ty, to join us today.
Thank you, and I hope everyone enjoys the movies and check them both out.
Great. And thank you all for watching. Bye.
Thank you.